I've been driving long hauls for about 8 years now. Nothing surprises me on the road anymore, or at least I used to think that. But what happened 2 winters ago still chills me every time I pass through Kentucky on Route 80. It was late January, cold, gray, and windy. I was scheduled to haul a refrigerated load from Illinois to Virginia. I was making good time and expected to cross the Kentucky leg of the trip by midnight. I'd driven that route plenty of times before, but always during the day. Night driving in the winter isn't ideal, but I had chains if needed, and my rig was well maintained. Around 11:45 p.m., I was deep into a long stretch of highway cutting through hills and sparse forest. No towns for miles, no traffic either, just the lonely hum of tires on cold pavement and the occasional gust of wind. That's when I saw him. He was standing in the median strip, that grassy patch between the east and west lanes of the freeway. Not on the shoulder, not trying to flag anyone down. Just standing there, perfectly still, staring across the road. I slowed down a bit out of instinct. Maybe he was stranded, drunk, in trouble. As I passed him, I glanced over expecting to see a shivering hitchhiker or someone injured. But he wasn't shivering, wasn't moving at all. He was facing away from me, just locked into place like a statue in the freezing wind. He had no coat on, just a filthy white t-shirt and jeans that looked soaked to the bone. It was creepy, sure, but I figured I'd radio it in at the next rest stop and let State Patrol handle it. But 10 minutes later, I saw him again. Same man, same spot, still standing in the median, just a few degrees closer to my side of the road. That stretch of Route 80 doesn't loop back on itself. There's no way he could have gotten ahead of me. I was doing 65 with no exits. I checked my mirrors, confused, my mouth dry. I must have been seeing things. Tiredness, maybe. But then I saw him a third time. He was standing closer to the edge now, almost towing the shoulder. Still not waving, still not moving. Just standing there in the freezing wind, staring blankly across the lanes like he was waiting for something to come out of the woods. That's when my chest started to tighten. This was no ordinary guy. I gripped the wheel tighter and turned the radio off. It was too quiet now, but I didn't want any distractions. A few minutes passed. Then, in the blur of my headlights, I saw something again in the median. Not a man this time. A car, or what was left of one. It was half buried in weeds and snow, an old sedan, rusted out and crumpled like it had been hit at full speed. No police tape, no road markers, like it had been forgotten. And standing just beyond it was the man. Again. Only this time, he was facing me. He was pale, face slack, eyes wide open. His skin looked bluish, like he'd been in the cold far too long or far worse. As my rig approached, he lifted his hand slowly and pointed direct